Sari Kimbell. I'm going live with Nana and Marcus of Homescape Pets, and I'm so excited to talk to this really, really great couple. We have some people joining us. Welcome. Thanks, guys, for jumping on. It's fun to see you. And I see Homescape Pets has joined, so I'm going to let them in.
Hi guys, I'm great, really good. I'm just gonna do just a very short intro, and then I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves too. So I'm Sari Kimbell with Food Business Success, and I help package food business entrepreneurs and other types of products as well.
Just like us.
Yeah, get onto store shelves, get online, grow their business, start their business. So we're really excited to welcome Nana and Marcus with Homescape Pets. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves and introduce yourselves and maybe take us a little bit back to the beginning, the start of it all.
All right. I'm Nana, and this is Marcus, my husband, and we are Homescape Pets, and we are a family-owned business. When I say we are Homescape Pets, that's us. It's just the two of us and our two dogs.
So you can't forget the dogs. The dogs are part.
That's right. We can't. They're sleeping right now. They're on the floor sleeping right now, but and we don't want to wake them.
Yeah.
They tend to be camera hogs. But we started the company in November of 2017, and our product started because we lost our Schnauzer in 2016. And we decided that if we ever got another pet, we were going to do the absolute best to make sure they had a healthy, happy life naturally as best as we could. And so in November of 2017, we decided to start researching and looking into natural pet supplements. We found that most supplements had a lot of ingredients that we wouldn't be comfortable taking, and we definitely didn't want to feed them to our pets. And so we thought we would try to create some products. We talked to our holistic vet and thought, let's see what we can do ourselves. We kind of came out the gate straight to Amazon. We learned we'd already sold some things on Amazon before that were unrelated to the pet industry.
Yeah.
So we knew the Amazon platform. We knew how it worked. We also knew that it was a great testing ground for new products. So we sort of created some products in our own kitchen. I have some old recipes and things I looked into, and we put them on Amazon just to see what kind of feedback we get and would people buy. And it was incredible. People started to buy, and more than buying, what we got was incredible feedback about how the products were actually helping their pets. And we thought this could be something. This could be something. It's not just us that's out here looking to have really healthy pets from birth to death. There are other people out here just like us, and the products that we want aren't on the market. So we could put those products out in the market. And that's what we did by February, I believe February of 2018. We were well on our way to starting a website and reaching out to you and seeing how we could make this into something so that we could get these products into the hands of pet parents just like us.
Wow. So great. I love your entrepreneurial spirit. I mean, you guys already did have a business that you were working, so you kind of already had some of that, which I just think that entrepreneurship mindset is so important, and I think kind of gets missed a lot of times. So.
Yes, it does. We come from a place of, like I said, we'd already been on Amazon for a while selling some other things, so we kind of understood what we wanted, where we wanted to go with the brand once we realized that it really could be a real brand. So it was all about being scrappy and doing a lot of things ourselves, wearing every possible
hat. Yeah. And just trying and failing. I think just trying something different. I think that's a big thing. So you went on Amazon, which I have a question a follow-up question on Amazon, but this is one of your products. This is one you guys gave me a long time ago. Because we made it, was it 2018 when we?
I think it was 2019 we finally
2019. Okay, cool. And you guys were living in Colorado. So you have to catch me up because I think you're now in Austin, right? Yeah. You left Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
You know, there's never a better time to move than just prior to a pandemic.
Right.
But you're getting an RV, or you have an RV, and you're about to.
That's what we're sitting
That's
in
where
right
you're in now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll give you a tour later.
So yeah, you're about to set off. I mean, what an awesome story that you created a business that you can do from the road. It's like you're living your dream life right now.
We're trying to.
Yeah, that's so
awesome.
great.
That's
This is the.
Oh, yep. So this is the way it was.
We got a lot of.
That's all right.
Got a lot
Yep.
of,
A lot of
this is
light,
the new
but-
packaging for the product that you
Nice.
have in hand.
Yeah, I remember we were going to switch to that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a package change, but basically it's a little bit more environmentally friendly product packaging, and also it's lighter.
Yeah.
There's not the plastic, and
Better
it
for
stores
shipping.
just as well. So there was no reason, and plus we're able to put a little bit more information on the label without crowding everything.
Totally. So you launched with 2 products that were like the droppers, and you were making them originally out of your home, right? Because
Yes.
you don't have the same. You don't have the same.
We started.
regular.
It was just the first run, but
Yeah.
we really knew that it was like, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it and take it seriously. And so we got into a commercial kitchen as fast as we could.
Yeah.
And that's actually how we found you.
That's right. Yeah, Kitchen Network in
Because
Denver.
they had your business card, and they were like, we haven't personally worked with her yet, but she is incredible. She comes around, and she's one on the street. She's ready to make this happen. So.
And you did. And so, yeah, we started with that. We started with the 2, Calming Relief and then Restful Pet were our first 2 products. And those are the, Calming Relief was the very first one. That's the one we launched on Amazon, and that's the one that let us know that we actually had something. Restful Pet was our second product, coming immediately after Calming Relief. And since then, we now have a product line of 5 products, and we are just next week going to be launching air-dried chews.
I saw that.
Single ingredient treat. So some of our people, our original, our most loyal customers, we already sent those out to them a couple days ago. We want to make sure to thank all those customers that have been with us from the very beginning. Everyone who has shared, and we've gotten so much love from lots and lots of pet parents who are just like us, and they were on board with us from day one. They supported us before we knew anything, and so we sent products to them just as a thank you. And in fact, hey Jen, one of them, I see her online now, Princess Buttercup Duck Truck. Hey.
I love it.
But it's people like Jen who love their pets through and through. They love their pets, and that's why we do what we do. And so when we met you, and you helped us get all of our numbers in line and understand revenue and cost of goods sold and all those things that are so complex and aren't the fun part of running a business.
No, the parts where you're like, I don't want to learn.
Yeah, those are the things that they'll let you know, like, oh my gosh, we've spent a ton of money and haven't made any. Those uncomfortable conversations. That's because of people like you that allowed us to really open our eyes and see what we had and what we could have with just some tweaks here and there. And so you're the reason we actually shifted some of our product packaging and things. So,
that's awesome. That's great to hear. I know you guys kind of got busy and we sort of fell out of touch, but I've been following you guys and your journey. But
and we do the same with you.
Yeah, it was so fun to work together. But one thing we were talking about, I'd be so curious. So you guys were thinking about rebranding when we were talking, and I'd love to know why it looks like you decided not to do that. You add a new product. What was the reasoning or decision behind that? I mean, it's working great for you, so.
We were used to creating products for the Amazon platform. We had done all kinds of different things, and we were trying to figure out how to structure the thing in case we came up with a product that was going to be a branded product that we could sell. And that's kind of how we came up with the pet products, at least for the name. Homescape was kind of a blanket name, and then Homescape Pets was just kind of our pet line of products. Mm-hmm. And so we came up with the logo and this, that, and the other, and the initial run of the labels. And we thought that they looked pretty good, but the Homescape Pets, we were unsure about how, you know, brand friendly it was for a name to relate to people that have pets. They're usually got all kinds of animal logos and all kinds of stuff like that, and ours was a little bit more just straightforward. Mm-hmm. And so we thought maybe launching a new product at the same time that we do a rebrand might be a good confluence there.
Right.
And after we started getting into it, the expense of that and the complexity of redesigning a website and all these other things, it made us really question our motives about why we wanted to change the brand name. Because to our eyes, you know, we're a little biased, so you may love your idea or you may not like it and you think you need to change. And then we had some professional advice that made us think that, you know, maybe we should consider a brand change. But the reality was that we hadn't heard anything from the customers one way or the other. And then there was the second factor that we thought about lots of brand names that didn't really mean anything until they did, like Kleenex and Clorox, brands like that. Now they're, you know, I don't know how the direct tie-in for Clorox is to bleach, but you know, it's been
replaced the name,
So Homescape Pets is now the brand, and we're going to stick with it. And
I love it.
It may be a brand change at some point, but we're still small enough that we can make modifications whenever it's necessary.
Yes. Yeah, I love it. I love like hearing the story, and I love that you guys you're always thinking about your business. You're very open with each other, and just you're willing to, like, I guess, constantly question things and be open and like, why are we doing this? Yeah.
That's one of the things that's interesting about being married to each other and being in business with each other. We never get a break from each other. So we have to have those conversations, those awkward conversations. We don't get to walk away at 5 o'clock and say, I'll see you tomorrow. We walk away at 5 o'clock and I'll see you in about 10 seconds when I come back into the room. So we're constantly communicating about something with regards to our business. That's also the downside of being in business with your spouse is everything just runs together. So our business and our personal life is the same. And so as a result, we are constantly making small changes with our business. And because we're small, we can continue to pivot and make whatever changes quickly that we need to. So we hear from our customers, and if there's anything that's not going well or is going right and we need to do more of, we can shift really quickly, and we can have that conversation over dinner and be ready to make it happen the next morning.
Yeah.
We want to be known for the quality of our products, and the name, it will become synonymous with that. You know, I think that we're on the right track as far as that goes. Feedback for our products, you know, they're supplements, but, you know, just like everybody knows, food is medicine, and that's kind of how we're taking it, you know.
For your pets. And the pet industry is such a great, you know, I mean, you have to love your product, which you obviously do, and your pets, but what a great industry to choose. I mean, people are so committed, devoted to their pets. It's a huge industry.
It's interesting that this pandemic has shown us something about, actually the last year or so, but really specifically this pandemic has shown us something about people, in that before the pandemic, we learned that a lot of people that are really in the health space weren't all that, they didn't seem to be all that concerned about their pets' health and what they ate and the quality of their food and all that. But we've learned since this pandemic, we've seen a lot more people like that have been focusing their attentions on their pets because they've been home with them a lot more. They're able to see their pets. They're able to see like how well when you're at work 8 hours a day, but you're gone 10 hours a day because you got an hour commute on each end, then you don't know what your pet's feeling like or acting like or doing during the day. But
I
never
thought of that. Oh my God.
Everyone is getting a chance to see their dogs and their cats in their natural habitats, and they're seeing if their pets are healthy, are they happy, are they active, do they have limps, and aches and pains. And so as a result, we've been getting a lot more feedback, a lot more questions from people, and a lot more orders as a result of this pandemic. So people,
totally
they're paying more attention now, and we love that.
Yeah, I love it. So you launched, you repackaged the muscle mobility, and then you also relaunched, looks like you have a CBD product as well.
We do. We have two CBD products. We have a CBD
Let's
oil.
show and tell.
Yeah.
I love it. No, I love you brought show and tell.
Yeah.
How hard was that I know you guys were just starting to navigate the CBD world, and
Whew.
do you recommend, I mean,
Oh,
especially like for food products, and I'm sure it's somewhat similar for pet, it's like, I hear like, oh, just put CBD in it and it'll fly off the shelf. But
No.
it's kind of like, just go on Amazon. No big
yeah.
deal, right?
Oh my gosh. Well, we don't sell our CBD products on Amazon for two reasons. First of all, in explicit language, Amazon says a CBD product is not allowed to be sold on their platform.
Okay.
That being said, there's a lot of manipulation of the terminology. So you've got hemp extracts and this and that and the other, but it's so ambiguous that there's no way to tell if something's actually a CBD product or literally just a hemp seed oil product. Those do not have CBD in them at all.
Okay.
So because you can't specifically say what the contents are on Amazon's platform, we know for a fact that there's a few very legitimate companies that are selling their product on there. They can't say what it really is, but I think that a lot of people are just loyal to their brand. They recognize it, and they pick it up because they like to shop on Amazon, and that's fine. There's a lot of companies out there that there's no way, on top of everything else, they can't even share the legitimacy of their product on the platform because it doesn't allow that either. So we just chose to stay off the platform with our CBD products specifically until they're able to allow the CBD products to be a little bit more explicit about what they say.
Yeah, makes sense.
But,
so you're just selling those online on your website then?
Yes, those are just on our website. And to add on to what Marcus has just mentioned, we launched our CBD oil and then launched our Muscle Mobility Complete with CBDA. Now, those two products are our only two CBD products. And it's not as simple as just throw some CBD in it and it'll just fly off the shelves. That's not been the case at all. But, we have been really fortunate to have customers who were loyal from the very beginning, who bought and supported our herbal supplements, so that when we did launch our CBD, we already built that trust in with them. So they could support us and they could believe in us, because there are a lot of products that are CBD, that are really truly CBD products, but it may only have a very small amount. It may not be as beneficial. It may not be safe for pets, and it may be filled with lots of other additives, artificial flavors and colors and things like that. So people knew us from the very beginning as being all natural. There are no preservatives, no additives, nothing that's not on the ingredient list. Everything in our product is something that you've heard of and you can recognize and you can pronounce. So we had that built-in trust. So we were able to get great sales as a result of it, but it's not that simple as just throw it on the shelf and see what happens. Your products will just be sitting on the shelves.
Because you guys did work with, Nicole joined us. You guys did work with labs, right? Or did you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you wanted to do it right.
We're kind of approaching this like from the human side. Even though pet supplements and pet products don't require the same oversight as human products, we don't see any excuse for having less quality than that. So we wanted to make sure that we were on the board with our testing. You can see our testing on our website for both products, and everything else is human grade. We don't say that on the package because the FDA, they don't want confusion with, hey, use our products for yourself.
So I can sprinkle this on my
my
green lip muscles.
Yeah, but the truth is that we only use, whenever it's possible, if a product can be found organic, that's what we use. And it's all human grade. There's no excuse to have something less.
Right. Marcus and I actually, in addition to our dogs taking our products, we actually take all of our products every day. We won't feed our dogs something that we won't take. We won't.
We're not advising anyone to do
Right,
that.
exactly.
Right. Very clear.
Tested our products ourselves.
Right. Everything that we sell is tested on us and our dogs.
I love that.
You know, because we want to be transparent as much as we possibly can about our brand and what's going on. So there's nothing out there. Everything we have is human grade. So there's nothing that you couldn't have. Now, again, we're not saying that you should.
Look, I just want to know what they might experience if it was relatable. You know,
Exactly.
we have a product called Wrestle Pet that has valerian and chamomile in it, and you know, I've used that in tea before, but I wanted to see what ours was like, and it works.
Yeah. All right. I love it. Disclaimer. Are you still making your product? Because you were at the time, but have you moved into co-packing? You're still making it?
We have gone into co-packing for our CBD, but we are not into co-packing for our herbal products. We keep those in-house. Those are ours. We are still in a commercial kitchen, just like we were in Colorado. We have transitioned that right into Austin here. And we're looking for our own production facility. So that's hopefully our next step, just like Rachel with Life's a Booch. So,
I know. It's so exciting.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So we're in the process of looking for that now.
And do you have any employees, or is it just you guys still? Just you?
We will hire, contract. We've done some contract employees every now and then as needed, but no, we're able to manage it ourselves. And there's something about knowing that every product has been handled by us. Everything is in our hands. So we know we can hire when we need to, but right now we're actually okay. Yeah. It's, this pandemic has worked out well for us because being able to have our commercial kitchen still be open while we could come and go as we please. So, and then we're living in an RV, so it's kind of, it's like tiny house living. So it's been easy for us to make this transition from Colorado into Austin, into our commercial kitchen, and have everything still be touched and handled and ready and shipped out within 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah. And I'm assuming you do FBA, right? You send everything.
We've done FBA for everything that's being sold on Amazon. But if you purchase from our website, you're getting it shipped directly from us. So you're getting a little bit more of a personal touch when you order from our website.
How are you managing that with the travel and whatnot?
All day long.
So you just keep inventory in the RV and then
at this scale, we're able to, there is a certain illusion about traveling all the time in an RV. It's not really like that. We're pretty stationary.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, we stay here most of the time, and then whenever we want to take a trip or travel, whatever, we're going to be equipped to manage certain orders. But for now, it's like any other situation. We're planted here, and we have access to a storage unit and our kitchen facility. So whatever our needs are, we go get our shipping materials, and then we go get our product, and we ship it off as needed. So it's pretty easy to manage that way.
It has been. It's been very easy.
All things considered at this scale.
And on top of that, the last 3 months, no one's traveled anywhere. So,
right, that's true.
It's just easy for us to stay put. And we're in a really, really good place. And the RV we just bought that is brand new. So it's actually really roomy, and it allows for us to be right here at home.
Yeah,
just like I imagine you're at home now. So.
I love that. I know we've all spent a lot of time in our homes lately, but
a little bit too much.
Yeah. So I'd love to know a little bit. So I'm actually working with an Amazon expert, and we're putting on a pricing for profit workshop in July. And I just love to know a little bit. Again, I think people say like, "Oh, if I just need to put my stuff on Amazon," and they think it's just going to be like easy peasy, no big deal. And you guys came in with experience already on Amazon. So I don't know, maybe can you share some of your experiences? Like how important is pricing it correctly and understanding, like getting help with Amazon or understand? I mean, you didn't need to go get help because you understood it, but you made a lot of mistakes at the beginning, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So the learning curve is pretty stark. but there's a lot of good advice out there.
Yeah.
But everybody's situation is so unique. Just because somebody had a great idea and a great product, and they give you great advice about how to sell their product, you're not going to be selling their product. You're going to be selling your own. And so there is an awful lot of learning curve, but the upside is that you can adjust on the fly. So if anything, like if you overprice or underprice, you'll learn a hard lesson fairly quickly.
Pretty quick.
And it's easy to adjust. There's a lot of, Amazon pitfalls to avoid and stuff like that, but those things are pretty consistent with everybody. So there's almost always a good example of your product or a like product to get a ballpark idea of what your pricing is like.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of people with advice and ideas out there. So it's we'll still say it's pretty complex once you start getting into the weeds with it, but hands down, if you were trying to launch a product, it is an excellent training wheel situation. And then it scales. There's obviously plenty of people that are making hundreds of thousands a month. Yeah. They're the exceptions, of course, but it's possible. You can always have that idea.
There's lots of information on Amazon out there. There's a ton of it, and then there are people like you who are actually hosting classes and mastermind sessions where you actually can learn a lot more about the pricing rules of Amazon. Because once you get to the Amazon platform, it can be very confusing to understand how you should price your product, and are you in competition with someone else, and if so, how do you differentiate your product from a like product out there that's priced a little bit less. And then Amazon itself will let you know if you've overpriced your product. All of a sudden your product disappears. It can't really be found by anybody, and you don't know that. They don't notify you about that. So there are a few things that you have to. There are a lot of little things that you have to be aware of, down to the pennies, about how you price your products on Amazon. And it's not daunting to jump on the Amazon platform, but it is it's a lot of little things that can trip you up. And so it's helpful for you to have a consultant to get lead you in the right direction.
Some guided help. Yeah. Well, I think you guys are good at kind of like, okay, we're going to figure it out. And not everybody is, how's that? Because you've devoted a lot of time, resources, but there's also money. A pay to play, sponsorships. Like, it's not free. Not free to go on Amazon.
No, and you can spend a lot of money really, really quickly on things like advertising. You're going to come in the platform spending money just from the very beginning. You're going to pay your monthly dues and things just for being on Amazon. But then you get into things like advertising, and you can just spend a ton of money.
You can give away everything you made with advertising.
Right. Yeah, you really want to test that, make sure it's the right ads. And what's your split between Amazon and your native site, if you don't mind sharing? Like, do you know rough, like...
I'd say here's the thing: is you always have the advantage on Amazon to your product can be found by people sometimes inexplicably. That's one thing, is that even if you're not advertising, we've sold plenty of things that we didn't do any advertising at all. Mm-hmm. People found it without any trouble because there's a lot of SEO on there as well.
Sure.
That's important. Yeah. But it kind of takes care of itself largely, and then advertising comes in and you manage that to kind of supplement the traffic. The problem with our specific situation is that we're on our native site. One of the best ways to advertise is off social media, but because it's completely not allowed on social media to advertise for CBD products. Mm-hmm. Even that we started out with hemp products with no CBD products whatsoever, we still had a barrier there. So we've had a challenge getting traffic on our native site. So for the first year and a half, after we got our native site, the dominant traffic was on Amazon, and it's really hard, extremely hard to get people to transition over. You can put all kinds of, little pamphlets in your product or whatever to try to entice them over, but Amazon watches for that.
Yeah.
But to answer, it's our split has actually changed a bit. As Marcus just said, our split was significantly Amazon. I'd say about 90% Amazon, 10% on our native site, which is a Shopify-based site. Mm-hmm. And lately, I'd say the last, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 months or so, it's now shifting a bit more to be closer to 50-50. So it's been and that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted to be able to switch. Yeah. So that because customers on Amazon are not your customers.
No, you don't own them. Amazon.
They don't share the customer's name. They don't share the customer's address or email address. They share nothing with us. So we don't really know who's buying our products on Amazon. Yeah. So it's really hard to talk to them, to target them, to find out what their needs are or how their pets are doing. It's nearly impossible when they're buying on Amazon. But when they're buying from our direct native site, it's a lot easier for us to ask them questions, to get their feedback, and to reach them. So we are really pleased to see this shift going from Amazon to about even with Shopify.
That's awesome. Yeah, because then you can send them free.
Yeah, we can send them free treats. We try very hard to get to know our customers as much as we can, to get to know their pets and what their pets' needs are. Address their pets by name, because most of the time we don't know the human's name, but we know all the dogs and cats' names. So we know their ages. These are all things that's important for us to know, because these aren't just customers. These are pet parents, pet owners, pet lovers like us, and they care for their pets the same way we love ours. So it's nice to know that there's someone out there that's looking out for your pets other than yourself. So we can do that when we have them on our direct site versus on Amazon. But Amazon's awesome still. So
yeah, you need both. You definitely need both.
Absolutely.
So you do a fantastic job with your social media, I'll just say, and your newsletters and emails are great. Where can people find you if they want to go find your native site or find you on social?
We're homescapepets.com, like landscape, but homescapepets.com. We are Homescape Pets on all social media platforms as well. We have, and one of the things that we do know is that it's sometimes difficult for pet parents to get their pets to take a supplement, particularly something out of a dropper. So when you go to our website, there's an opportunity for you to sign up to get a recipe book. And this recipe book are recipes that we actually try. We're constantly trying new recipes.
This is the one thing we actually haven't
tasted.
Don't
try. Our dogs.
You're the dog.
But you get a recipe guide, and it has tips and tricks on how you can get your pet to take supplements. So really good recipes for cats, really good recipes for dogs, just to make, they're like kids. Sometimes you have to hide the good stuff, in the chicken nuggets or whatever. But this is an opportunity for people to learn how to give their dogs and cats these supplements without the animal knowing it. So it's and that can be found on our website, homescapepets.com.
Perfect. Well, I am so looking forward to following you guys and seeing where you go in your business. You're just such a fun couple and running a fun business, and I love that. Yeah, you're not taking it too seriously, but you're also kicking ass.
Thank you. We're having a good time with it, and I think that's what keeps us going with it, because it could be really difficult and stressful. Running a business isn't easy. Running a business as just two people who are married definitely isn't easy, but it's we enjoy it, and part of it is because we get to see dogs and cats all day long. You can't really be upset about that.
Honestly, it's the only part of social media usually that is clean and happy.
Yes,
right. That's true.
Pet videos and stuff are always awesome and ridiculous. So it's the uplifting that way.
I love it. Yeah, people love to share them. They love to make them,
dress them. All
yes, we're those people. We dress our dogs up.
Yeah,
don't judge us.
No, it's all right. Do what you must. Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time today. I wish you all the best in your travels, and keep in touch.
We sure
We
will.
will.
Thank you so much, Sari.
Yeah. Okay. Have a great day, guys.
You too. Bye. Bye, y'all.
Bye.